I didn't.
There could only be like 47 entries. No one will ever be able to tell.
All right, well, let's move on to something a little bit more important here. So yeah, Fanfest Tickets. They came,
complain about it,
and went, and once again, it was a shit show of epic proportions.
Yes.
Square Enix, honestly, they really thought they had their shit together this time. And to be fair, I don't think that this fell on Square Enix specifically, but they send out their access codes to players, made them wait in a queue, only buy 4 per person. And none of that actually mattered.
You geeks are so gullible.
From what I understand, there was some bug or glitch with the system that they used that basically allowed people to step past the queue without an access code and buy as many tickets as they wanted.
Now Square Enix came out and addressed this claim directly and said that they had found minimal incidents of whatever. So Square Enix in a post kind of denied it.
I don't know, but that post, I'm not happy with that post. I don't think anybody is. Like, I feel like all that Square Enix would have to do, even if it's total bullshit, is to just come out and say, we realized there was a problem. This could have gone better. We're sorry. Literally, that's all they need to say. Like,
yeah.
But instead, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how popular we are. This is so cool. Better luck next time. And I'm like, what?
I heard,
how is that going to appease anybody?
I heard rumors that there were people who got to buy like batches of 20 tickets.
That's what I heard as well.
People were claiming that they had bots that could do that. Now, I can assume that as long as they had multiple credit cards, if they went through to investigate, quote unquote, and they see that only 4 are bought per credit card, there's no way they can actually prove that any wrongdoing happened. So if you have a bot that has like 5 credit cards programmed in, each set to buy 4 tickets, like, what can you do, right?
Oh my gosh, who has 5 credit cards?
No, like, you take all your friends' credit cards and you stick them in there and so guarantee that everybody gets their tickets, right?
Or your shitty leets or hackser and have, a whole bunch of stolen credit card numbers.
Nice.
Maybe.
Could have been. To be fair, I have 3 credit cards in my wallet, but 2 of them are expired.
Why do you still have them then?
That's a good question.
Looking at the response from Bayonne, where he says that our ticket vendor explained they had to temporarily pause the access code, but we saw that there are only a very small number of tickets purchased that way. We investigated the purchases and did not find evidence of ineligible purchases. So they're saying that, like, rest assured, there was no wrongdoing that happened here. But, like, they didn't even address the claims that people were saying that if you had the deep URL from after you've, like, gotten through the queue and just passed it off to somebody, that you could just skip the queue. Like, multiple people are saying that they were just passing the URL around and that people were able to, like, open their history and go back and buy more. Like, that's a thing that people are claiming, and Bayonne's post completely ignores that claim, which I did tweet at him. So that's like,
you probably didn't get a response, did you?
Oh no, absolutely not. But
he probably has us all preemptively blocked
at the 14th or something. I thought I tweeted it at him too.
Yeah. So I unfortunately worked up until 3:30, which I think ticket sales went live at like 3 p.m. Eastern. So I wasn't able to. I had to put my fate within the hands of a Nero.
That's right.
Juxta isn't going this year
because he's got a fucking stupid baby.
To be fair, this isn't just the baby's fault.
No, it's the baby. It's the baby's
Fairbear's going in for surgery at some point, so she's going to be out of it. So it's both the girl and the baby's fault.
It's called family.
That's why you bring the girl and the baby with you.
I don't know.
Okay,
my family has never kept me down like that before, and those who have, I just cut them out of my life. So
that's why you don't have family anymore.
I have family. I just have the good family left behind.
The parts of the family tree that are kind of like old, dead, and rotting. You don't need to talk to those parts of that tree.
You just hang out with the cool siblings that don't ask you to babysit and just want to go out drinking.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I want to adjust. Okay, so Skuro saying it's weird because last year's FanFest, I don't remember hearing this much public outrage about tickets because there wasn't.
There really wasn't,
was anybody who wanted a ticket and was on the same day that tickets went up for sale,
pretty much got one. Yeah.
I think the only downside last year,
like 8 hours or 7 hours or something like that, like it didn't feel like there wasn't an issue.
The only issue was that some people didn't get them, but it's not because anything was fucked up about it.
No, it was just because that like they got on the next day thinking that it wouldn't sell out. But I mean, like, anybody who was on, like this time, people were in the queue at 12:00:01 in the queue. Like they were there. And they still couldn't get tickets. What I'm wondering, though, is that when they sent out access codes, did they realize they didn't have as many tickets as they had access codes? Because if that was the case, they should have said something ahead of time. I don't know, like warned people. Like, I feel like, why would you be like, okay, and they also claimed we had more tickets this year than ever before. But I distinctly remember in 2016, them announcing the exact number of tickets available before they went for sale. It was like 8,000 something hundred.
We're back in the Rio this year, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Is the Rio bigger or smaller?
It's smaller.
It's
See?
smaller, which it's very, very weird because the original reason they moved to the Paris is because the Rio wasn't big enough.
That's what I remember hearing.
But then the Paris apparently treated them really badly, so they wanted to go back to the Rio, I guess. But I don't know if they're going to like reserve more space at the Rio this year or what it is, but I find it hard to believe they have more tickets available this year than ever before, when last year they actually told us how many exact tickets they had before they went for sale.
Did they claim to have more tickets than ever before?
I'm looking at Bayonne's post. We are humbled by the overwhelming response from those who want to attend the fan festival. We made more tickets available this year than ever before, and we understand the frustration of not being able to procure tickets. We wish we could accommodate everyone, and so we'll try to do our best and even host even more of our passionate adventures in the future.
That doesn't make logical sense.
To be fair, look, that makes them seem really cool that they have so many tickets. But you know what else, guys? They also have more subscribers in this game than ever before. So,
I mean, to be fair, also, I know that my circle of friends and cosplay people and stuff is a very small, subset of people. But I will say I've, been to all three of these now, and eventually, and I have actually seen multiple people posting on Facebook about, oh, I'm so excited, I'm going to go to FanFest for the first time this year, like all over Facebook, like tons of people saying that this is going to be their first year going. So I do think interest was higher this year than 2016's, regardless of how many actual subscribers they have or how much they claim to have. I do think that interest in the FanFest specifically was higher this year. That is,
or
you know
the
why?
Facebook algorithms just showing you more stuff.
Yeah.
Well, but
Best wishes on the surgery.
wow,
that was a weird.
you fucking failure.
Fucked it up, man.
God damn it.
What?
Fucked it up.
Hate you.
To turn that off?
It is. Check it every time.
Not gonna check it. It's behind a monitor. How am I supposed to remember that?
But by coming in and being like, oh, you know what? I better check that so that things don't happen. It's on your side.
Well,
it's your responsibility.
There's nothing on your side.
I pretty much lead through all of the stuff. Like, I have to say all that crap that you write at the beginning that nobody even cares about, and Nero has to, like, audio man so it's even remotely funny. I do all the talent work. You have to help with the technical work, okay?
Why don't you help with the creative work and write that next time?
Excuse me, did you see all of the other stuff that I wrote?
Children.
No.
You help out with the bare bones by being like, oh, here's a link. Write words here. Oh, thanks, Jux. I didn't know how to fucking do that.
Anyway.
Write the words.
Anyway,
I have another thing to bitch about. I think another
Make it
thing.
Nika. I really like this.
Yeah,
Get 'em,
like, I
Nika.
know.
Sick
I'm like,
'em.
even though, like, it's weird. Like, even though I got my tickets, I'm still so pissed at the way that they're handling this.
Spoilers. We got some tickets, guys.
yeah. By the way, since Nika just ruined it.
Yeah, thanks, Nika.
Limit Break Radio.
If anyone tuned into my Kingdom Hearts streams, I've already told them anyway. But I feel like the biggest issue here is that they had people and encouraged people to buy their hotel rooms on the room block rate before ticket sales.
Yeah, no.
That is a big fucking issue. Like, people, yes, they had and there was. I remember the day that it happened. It did sell out quickly, and there was a little bit of like, wow, that sold out fast. But the thing is tons of people got those rooms, and now tons of people have canceled them.
Because they didn't get tickets.
Yeah, it blows my mind. Like, there was still a race to get those Rio rooms. Like,
so by the way, you can get a Rio room right now, but it's not going to be at convention rate.
But the thing,
wait, hold on. So if they bought a room at convention rate and then canceled it, that room you now have to buy at normal rate?
No, if you go through the convention rate website, it should still be there now.
No, I think those bookings first go to hotels.com and all of those sites, and then it goes back to a normal rate room.
Oh my!
Because the thing that like convention rates are if you purchase the room between X and Y date. So if you're outside of that,
not every convention does it that way. Most of them do. Because normally what happens with convention rates is you reserve a certain amount of rooms for the convention, and once those rooms have all sold out, then the convention block is sold out. It's not that it's a time period; it's an amount of rooms the convention has reserved. So
the ones that I've always
that's how
done
other
have always
conventions, like
been
the ones I've been to on this coast, are
like a timed thing. So you have between.
It feels timed because they sell out, but I don't know if it's specifically timed.
What the fuck is all I can say?
It's just really weird that even though there was a race and it was a rush to get those Rio rooms, many people got them, and I think all of those people assumed that if they were able to get a room, then they're going to be able to get
that they have a reasonable chance of getting tickets. Yeah,
and instead they sent out clearly more access codes than they had tickets. I just feel like there's something wrong with this. Like, how can they send out all these access codes and then not realize?
Because not everyone getting an access code is going to be interested in going.
I mean, obviously, but think that they assume that everyone can buy up to 4 tickets. So assuming that not everyone's going to buy one, still assuming that everyone's going to buy 3 or 4 tickets for their friends, like.
But I mean, like we know that they don't have 10 million active subscribers, but they probably have, I don't know, half a million people logging in on a fairly regular basis. So, if you're going to send out 500,000 access codes, what are you going to book the fucking Barclays Center? You're going to put it at the Staples Center? You know what I mean? Like
okay, that's fair. I just feel like they somehow really didn't I don't know.
Okay,
like
hold on. I actually have a question now.
Also, they sent out an access code to anyone who had an active sub between January and June. Whereas in the past, it was literally like, if you have an access code in May or June, you get one, not January, February, March, April, May, or June. I feel like that also allowed tons of people extra access codes that possibly don't even have a sub anymore.
So we got tickets. We're going. Okay. Are you telling me we don't have rooms yet?
No, we don't have rooms yet.
Of course you don't have rooms yet.
I have a room, but
yeah, all right. So I guess, well, at least we have a place to put the equipment then.
Yeah, you can totally store all the shit in my room. That's fine.
So we can store the shit in her room, but we have to sleep on the streets of Nero.
That's right.
Yeah, you gotta protect the expensive stuff.
Yeah.
I have a husband. We're sharing a room. None of y'all are invited. Sorry, but you can drop the shit in my room. That's fine.
So we're currently working out the details for FanFest, but I think that let's be honest. Like, interest was so high in 2018 FanFest because everyone was under the preconceived notion that we would be out there doing an after party. Like, that's why tickets sold out the way that they did. They're like, yeah, we want to check out that after party, but like, we should also have something to do for those couple of days while we're in Vegas.
Makes sense.
So the FF14 FanFest, yeah, that makes sense.
You're gonna have the most lit after party, and Nick has to sit outside on the sidewalk.
That's right. So we don't have anything to announce yet for the after party, but we are working on booking it. We do want to try to make it as fun, if not even more fun, than last year.
There will be no deep throating of dildos, mostly because Juxta's not coming.
That's right. Well,
you mean Skuro?
You put that thing in your mouth too.
No, I didn't.
You, Skuro, and Ryuichi. Yep.
Okay, no, hold on. Revisionist history, my friend.
It didn't go in your mouth, but you did tongue it.
I don't remember that either.
You were also super drunk.
Yeah, I know, but I still remember not touching that. Well, I shoved it down Skuro's throat, but aside from that, there's no mouth activity from me on the action figure.
All right, we'll look into that.
Okay.
So, announcement coming soon for FanFest details. So
please look forward to it.
I think it'll be a good time. I have a couple of ideas. Reached out to a couple of people. Nothing to report back on yet. But
so it's concrete and set in stone.
Isn't. No,
take it for granted.
I do know a lot of people that didn't get FanFest tickets that already bought their flights, because they had a room and assumed they could go, are still going, and people are organizing things outside of the event. So like,
heard that as well.
Sup, homies.
Sup,
Thor.
Hi, Thor.
Hi. So if you didn't get tickets, I wouldn't be discouraged. There's still a lot of shit going down. I know, even like, because I feel really bad. I'm in a Discord for FanFest cosplay, and there's a ton of people that have already dropped like $500, $1,000 on like chainmail for their cosplay for the contest, and then they didn't get tickets.
Well, and not to mention, like if you actually think about it, the fact that this year the stream is free. Paying and going to FanFest, like the $150, all that's really doing for you is getting you in the door so that you can see these announcements and the concerts. You can see these announcements and the concerts while actually sitting there, right? Like, going and still being able to hang out with people outside of the actual convention center. I mean, how many people did we have lunch and dinner with last year? You know, you didn't drink in the convention center itself. You went elsewhere, the after party and stuff.
Speak for yourself. I was drinking everywhere I went.
Well, you were also sick and trying to suppress by just pure alcohol.
Yeah.
And vitamin C.
By the way, did you know that vitamin C and vodka does absolutely nothing for mono? Nothing whatsoever. Not a thing.
It makes you forget the pain.
Not really. No, because
when you're passed out, it does.
You just end up more tired and sleepy.
Yeah, all right. That's probably fair. Especially, I mean, he's getting old. He's getting up there.
Yeah.
So yeah. Point is though, coming out to Vegas during that weekend, you should still be able to have a lot of fun. It's fucking Vegas.
We're gonna have something for you to do. Don't worry. So, listen, give us a call if you want to tell us about your FanFest ticket experience. Limit Break Radio on Skype 810.